What's up, yoga fam? Welcome to Sorrel Beya Yoga. I'm so happy to be here today with you. Today is going to be a bit more of a spicy intermediate to advanced twist-a-licious flow. We're going to be doing lots of twists and lots of options for different variations of poses as we move through somewhat of a ladder flow, which are some of my favorites because then you get to build on to what you're already doing. And then you get really, really good at those specific poses as you're adding on and warming up the body and building up strength. And yeah, so I do recommend today having a block. If not though, and you know your body, that's okay, or anything else that can maybe elevate you, whether it's pillows, blocks, books. And we're gonna go ahead and get started in a kneeling position, sitting on top of the block. And if you don't find that you need the block, you don't have to, you can come off of it. That is really up to you. Closing the eyes, resting the hands on top of the thighs. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. I'm going to take it's called the Kachari Mudra with the tongue. So taking the tongue, the tip of your tongue, and reaching it for the back of your throat. So it's going past the soft palate of the roof of your mouth. Close the lips. And with the eyes closed, gazing towards your third eye, that place between the eyebrows. We're going to take 3 breaths in through the nose and back out of the nose. Relax the tongue, relax the lips. Seeing what can you invoke throughout this practice that maybe you can take off the mat with you, whether it's a word, a song lyric, a phrase, feeling, whatever it is. And then start to flutter the eyes open. Inhale, sweep your hands up. With the exhale, either out of the mouth or out of the nose, it's going to be an audible kind of sound. And it's you're drawing the belly back, and it's basically doing like a little snap to get that forceful breath out of the nose or out of the mouth. And we're going to do 5 little lat pulls here. So spread your fingers, reach up. Exhale. Make fist with the hands squeezing by your sides, elbows by your sides, squeezing the shoulder blades. Inhale again. And hold. Inhale, reach your hands forward, round in, thumbs facing up, chin to chest. And just your regular breath here. Pull the hands by your sides, make fists lift the heart, lift the chest, maybe even drop the head back so it's resting on top of the traps. Inhale, reach forward, round in like a cat shape. Exhale. 3 more. Last one. Good. And then shake out the wrists, do any little wrist stretches you need. Move your block. Have it nearby though, because you might need it today. And come straight into your tabletop. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Seeing if you can be more intentional with each vertebrae as you lift and round, going with the breath. Maybe adding in some belly rolls or tail wagging, wrist movement, whatever your body is needing for the next 3 breaths that is authentically and uniquely yours today. Not yesterday, not mañana, not tomorrow. Right now. And we're going to get right into it. So from here, you're going to take your left foot off the mat, curl your toes so you're making a little kickstand, and roll on over so you're in a variation of a side plank here. Right hand sweeps up. Breathe. Start to reach your right hand over your head. Float right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Flex your toes, draw them towards your face. Really draw that knee closer to your elbow so you're getting some work there in the hip flexor, some strength. Inhale, expand, lift through the glute. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, expand, strong core, pelvic lift. Exhale, crunch it in. Last one, inhale, expand. And then lower the right foot back down, okay? And listen carefully, and if this is confusing, you can look at me. We're gonna float our bottom knee, so our left knee up, and bring it towards our right elbow, crunch it in. Press through the bottom hand, and then kick it through so you're in a variation of your fallen triangle. Right hand might sweep up, hips lift. Exhale, lower the hips down, so you're in a straddle. And we're gonna twist to the left. And the toes can go with you. They don't have to stay lifting up towards the ceiling. Think of twisting from the navel. Stay here if it feels okay. You can crawl your hands even more towards the left. They might come off the mat. Maybe even coming onto your forearms. If you have a block and you want to rest on the block, you can do that. Soften the head. Breathe. Already feel that warmth accumulating in your body. Remember, twist-a-licious is our word today. Inhale, come up, hands sweep up. Exhale, just a little fold over the right leg. Let the spine round this moment since we're early in the practice. Don't even, just flop on over. Be a little bit of a slap-a-joe right now. A little slap-a-joe. Inhale, sweep up, hands cartwheel back to the front of your mat. We're gonna reverse, lift the hips. Good. From here, left leg sweeps up, so you're in a three-legged down dog. And then start to crawl your hands all the way to the back of your mat, so you're in your standing splits. If you need your blocks here, use your blocks. Good. Breathe, deep breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. I like to crawl my hands so that my fingers are pointing away from me, towards the back of my mat. Hips are square, you're lifting from the glutes. Belly button is still drawing up towards the spine. From here, take a little bend in the standing leg. Opposite knee is going to come up into your chest, hands to heart center. Find some lift in the left knee. Toes are drawing up towards your face. And then figure four. You can stay here if you want to bend into the standing leg. Forearms come to the left leg. Lift the heart, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. It's still a very active pose. No sloppy Joe here. Breathe. From here, lower left foot to the front and the side of your right foot. So you're in a little twist. Inhale, hands sweep up, maybe even a little back bend. Exhale, hinging from the hips. Squeeze the glutes, feel the hamstrings fold. You can stay in this fold. If the calves are feeling a little tight, you might want to bend in the knees. And then maybe you keep the left hand down. If you need a block, slide it underneath the left hand. Right hand comes to the hip or sweeps up towards the sky. I'm still breathing deep into the diaphragm. Exhale, fold, crawl out so you're in a high plank with the legs crossed. Then from here, you're going to float left leg up. And maybe just for fun, just totally fun, you sweep right arm up and hold 3, 2, 1. Lower both down, move through your flow or no flow. Take a child's pose or down dog. Go with your breath and what your body needs at this moment. Downward facing dog, deep breath in. Exhale it out. Other side, lowering onto the knees. Taking your right foot off the mat so you're in a little kickstand there, rolling over in a variation of your side plank. Left arm sweeps up. Float left leg up. Press through the heel, engage that left glute. Exhale, round it in, and really draw left knee closer to your chest using that hip flexor. Hold, inhale, expand. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, expand. Set left foot back down. Bottom knee, right knee crunches up towards left elbow, and then kick it through so you're in your fallen triangle. Exhale, lower the hips. Good, and now we're gonna twist towards our right. Same thing here, let the feet roll with you. Stay like this, or if you wanna crawl your hands off the mat towards the right, you're more than welcome to. Or if you took that variation on the forearms, do that. Catch your breath. Soften the head. Feel the twisting in the core. I really, really like this stretch. I feel like it's a extra juicy one. So one of my friends had this idea, because I forgot my tacos the other day at one of my clients' houses. My Beya tacos. I was so sad. And it was pouring rain, and I lived so far. I was not about to go get them. But my friend had this really good idea that I should offer yoga and I'll bring you tacos. So if you're interested in that, send me a DM and I'll come to your house. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold over your left leg. And I'll teach you a one-on-one, or if your partner or your kids or whatever want to join in yoga class. And I'll also bring you Beya tacos. How does that sound? Inhale, hands swing back up. We're going to reverse, lift the hips. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Crawl your hands back so you're in your standing splits on the opposite side. Your choice if you want to flex or point through the lifted leg, through the toes. Maybe if you played with turning the fingers away and crawling them away from you in the fold. But really keep the hips square here as much as you can, so you're lifting through the back of the right leg and the right glute. Breathe. We're going to slowly bend into our left knee. Right leg or standing leg is going to come up into our chest. You might fall like me. Hands to heart center, and then take your figure four legs. Stay like this, or if you took that bending in the knee, forearms to top leg variation, try it out on this side. Still find some lift in the heart and the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Balance, breathe. Feel the sturdiness, even if it is a little windy and a little wobbly. The beauty of being alive here. Now we're going to take our top leg and step the foot to the front and to the side of our left leg. Inhale, hands sweep up, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, fold, hinging from the hips. Legs are engaged. It's not a dumping fold. Active. Same thing here. If the calves are feeling really tight or there's any pain, take some bends in the knees. Stay like this, or keeping right hand down, maybe bring it to a block if you need to. Left hand comes to your hip, or maybe starts to sweep up. Exhale, both hands come down, crawl out so you're back in your plank with crossed ankles. And then floating our right leg up. And then maybe left hand up. 3, 2, 1, lower both down, and maybe take a flow or just press back to your downward facing dog. Deep breath in, exhale it out. Lower the knees down so you're in your tabletop, and we're moving right along. If you need a pause, you know you can pause at any point. If you need to take a child's pose, get a sip of water, even if I don't cue it, you do you. This is going to be more of a faster pace to get that heart rate going, get that warmth, that sweat, and have some fun and make it really flowy. So from here in your tabletop, take the knees 1 or 2 inches further back. And we're just going to work with dropping the hips side to side. Noticing the lower back. 1 more each way. Maybe holding a little longer on one side. And then press back to your downward facing dog. Gaze forward and find your way at the front of your mat. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands come by your sides. Tadasana, spread your fingers. Notice how you're doing. If you're a little dizzy, take a couple breaths here to let the blood rush away from your head. I'm super short, so I feel like there's a lot less traveling that the blood has to do in my body. My head is a lot closer to the floor than if you're really tall. So yeah, for us short people, we have some advantages, okay? Not at concerts though, no, we suck at concerts. But okay, from here, you're gonna take your hands to your hips, step your right leg back, not too far, maybe like 3 feet. Hips are square. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, left hand sweeps back, right arm forward, so you're taking a big T with your arms. You might want to block to the inside of your front foot if you'd like. We're going to end up taking a twisted pyramid or revolved pyramid, lowering right hand down to the inside of your front foot. Here is where the block can go if you'd like. Up to you. Left hand stays sweeping up. Keep drawing left hip back, right hip forward, navel pulls up, breathe. Exhale, left hand comes down, and you're gonna thread it underneath the right arm, reaching for your back leg anywhere it can catch, whether that's ankle or thigh, whatever. And you're gonna be gazing underneath the right arm, so you're in this little twisty. Creating space between right arm and ear. Oh, I bloody love this shape. It feels so good. If you know the name of it, drop it in the comments. I have no idea what this is called. I just like it. Exhale, release. Left hand is going to crawl forward and off to the side a little bit. We're going to move into our half moon. If you need your block again, you know what to do. Go ahead and grab it. If you want to play with balancing, lifting the left hand up, you're more than welcome to, or take your good OG half moon. Hips are open. See if you can take your gaze to the lifted foot. Draw the toes towards your face. Can you see them? Lift a little higher. Use your glutes. Exhale, right hand comes down, and you're going to take your right foot off of your mat to the side on the right. I don't know if that makes sense. So you're in a wider forward fold here, and then you're going to take left hand, reach for right ankle, right arm sweeps up. Another twist. Told you, twist-a-licious, baby. Exhale, both hands down, and then right leg's going to lift, and you're going to lower the right leg behind left leg. Lots of rights and lefts, Jesus. And so we're in this little sitting shape, and we're going to take a twist here. You can either just hug the left leg into your chest with the right arm and twist to the left, or if you want, you can take the right arm to the outside of the left thigh and twist. There's also a bind here. All sorts of variations. So everyone feels good in the shoulders, and that you can still take those diaphragmatic breaths is what counts more. Exhale, hands come down and out of it. Kind of lift up. We're going to move into our warrior 3 with the right leg lifted. However you need to get there. And then we're going to land in pyramid shape. So hips are square. Once again, if you need your blocks, get your blocks. And folding here. Really noticing the hips, maybe even taking one hand to the lower back to see if the hips are even. Strong core, belly button draws up towards the spine. One more breath, big inhale. Exhale, stay. Inhale, halfway lift, plant the palms a little bit more forward. Move either through a vinyasa flow or just step back and find your downward facing dog, whatever your body is needing, or a child's pose, or anything else. It's the joy of your own practice, your own life. You have choices all the time to change the outcome of everything. It's kind of crazy, right? We think we're stuck, but we really limit ourselves. I mean, there may be certain things that do limit us, but our minds are limitless. I'd like to think. Gaze forward, step or hop to the front of your mat, rise up. Exhale, Tadasana, hands to the side, mountain pose, moving right along. Here we go. Left leg steps back. About 3 feet, hips are square. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, big T to the right. Spread your fingers, lift in the pelvic floor, squeeze the glutes, soften the face. And fold into your revolved pyramid or twisted pyramid. Use your blocks if you need them, you got them. From here, we're gonna take that funky twist. Right hand's gonna reach underneath our left arm for our back leg. And then try and take the gaze underneath the left armpit as you open up to the left. If you need a bend in the front knee, please do. If not, press through that heel a little bit more. Create some space between the left ear and left arm. Breathe into the diaphragm. A lot of cues, huh? A mouthful there. Sometimes I wonder, how can I talk so much? How do I always have something to say? Do you ever wonder that? Maybe I sound like a crazy person. I think we all are a little crazy. And release both hands down. Right hand crawls off to the right and a little bit off to the corner. Moving into your half moon. Any variation if you need your blocks, get your blocks. If you want to play with floating the bottom hand, you do you, boo. See if you can take your gaze to the lifted leg. Can you see your toes? If not, bring them into view. Use your glutes. See if you can see your top hand as well if that's lifted. And then when we lower our left leg, it's going to come all the way off of our mat to the left. So you're in this wider fold, forward fold. Right hand reaches for the outside of your left leg, and then the left arm sweeps up. So you're in this little twist. And I'm just showing you from a different perspective in case my instructions are a little wild or sound like tongue twisters. From here, both hands come down, left leg lifts and comes to the back of the right leg, coming all the way down. So you're in this seated twist. Same thing here, you can just hug the leg in with the left arm as you twist to the right, or you can bring the left arm to the outside of your lifted front thigh, or maybe you take a bind, whatever is part of your practice. Gaze over your right shoulder. Trying to minimize the rounding here in the spine. Find some lift. Think of the collarbones or your clavicles spreading, broadening. Isn't clavicle such a fun word? Breathe. Okay, we're gonna release, hands come forward, lift up a little, and then we're gonna move into any variation of warrior 3 with our left leg lifted, maybe hands at heart center. Stepping right into our pyramid. Hips are square. Think of feet on railroad tracks. If you need your block or any other props, please use them. Folding here. Right hip draws back as left hip pulls forward. Same thing on this side, maybe taking one of your hands to your lower back, kind of feeling which hip is lifted, and just figuring out a little bit more of your proprioception where you are in space. Breathe. Press through both heels. Inhale, halfway lift, crawl the hands forward. Exhale, step or flow back, meeting in your downward facing dog. Do what you got to do here. Maybe you take a flow with one of the legs lifted. Add in a handstand, a chin stand, whatever's tickling your fancy. I just have a little bit more. We're going to add on to that. Inhale, gaze forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Rise on up, going a little faster, breath to movement. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, right leg steps back just a little bit. Inhale, hands sweep up. Exhale, T. Think flowy like water. And find your twisted or revolved pyramid. Exhale, left arm reaches for your back leg. Hello. And then left hand crawls forward, any variation of half moon, maybe Trikonasana this time, reaching up for that lifted foot. Taking it into a little back bend. Exhale, release that right foot to the front of your mat and all the way off your mat to the right. Left hand reaches for right ankle. Find that twist again. Right arm sweeps up. Exhale, both hands down. Right leg sweeps up. But this time, we're going to take up little Shiva squat, so hands to heart center, or you can keep them down. Right knee touches back calf. Inhale, sweep it up so you're back in your warrior 3. 2 more times. Really kick through that, or lift through that right glute. Last one. Good, and then drop right hand down so you're in a revolved half moon. Maybe a block comes underneath that hand. Left arm sweeps up. Stay here, catch that back leg with the left hand, opening up the heart to the left, really kicking through the glute. Feel that stretch in the right quad. Big breaths. You got this. I'm here with you. And then when you let that leg go, starting to move right into your pyramid shape. I was going to have us do pistol squat and revolved hand to big toe pose. Shall we do that? That is the question. Here in your pyramid, sweep your hands up so you're in airplane arms. Lift the head so crown of head is reaching forward. Press through both feet equally. And then we're just going to step it forward. Whew, shake it off. Fast. Left leg steps back, other side. Inhale, hands up. Left arm forward, right arm back, big T. Moving right into that revolved or twisted pyramid. Inhale, exhale, right arm threads underneath left. Maybe you sweep left arm up overhead this time. Really using the left side of your body, your obliques. I'll show you from this angle as well. And then release both hands down, right arm crawls forward, left leg lifts. Half moon, maybe taking Chapasana this time. And then drop the left foot to the off the mat and at the front of your mat and to the left. Right hand catches the left ankle, left arm sweeps up. Both hands down, lift left leg up. Taking 3 Shiva squats, you can keep the fingers down or maybe float the hands to heart center. 1, kick up. 2, almost like you're moving all the way up into your warrior 3, because you are. Good. And then drop it back into your pyramid shape. And then from here, take your left hand a little bit forward, lift left leg up, right arm comes up so you're in your revolved half moon. Stay here or catch your lifted leg with the right hand, so opposite hand to foot. And I'll show you from this angle as well. Hello. Find that lift. And forward fold. Catch opposite elbow, sway. Inhale, slowly rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Maybe close the eyes, relax the shoulders, catch your breath. Feel the warmth of your body, the strength of it. You're so strong. And coming back to whatever that intention was, that word, that song lyric, that phrase, whatever it was that you were going to imbue or imbibe here with your yoga flow, and see, can you take it off the yoga mat with you? Flutter the eyes open. Okay. Let's try it. So balancing first on our right leg, hands to heart center. Extend left leg forward. If you've got your pistol squats down really well and you want to grab onto that left foot, be my guest. I do not. From here, reach your hands forward, bend into your right leg, come all the way down. Don't let your booty touch the ground. If it does, just lift it back up. Inhale, press up, pistol squat. Right hand is going to catch the outside of your left leg, so you might need to bend the knee. Catch it. Find a twist or revolved hand to big toe or hand to foot pose, gaze back. And then gently let it go. Release, shake it off. Let's try the other side. Maybe next time we'll turn it into a whole flow. I got ideas. I've got too many ideas. Okay, balancing on our left leg. Ew, this is not my strong side. How about for you guys? Let's see how it goes. Okay, right knee up. Extend right leg forward. Same thing. If you've got this down really well and you want to grab that right foot, you do you. If not, just reach the hands forward. Start to bend into your left leg. Inhale, press back up. Left hand catches front foot. Right hand sweeps back, or big toe, or use your strap here if you've got it. Gaze back. How can you be bored doing this, right? Whenever I'm doing yoga, I'm like, there's no such thing as boredom. There's stimulation everywhere. And release, shake it off. Oh my gosh, I'm so cracky. Okay, spread your palms, close the eyes, find that Kachari breath again. So sending the tip of the tongue to the back of your throat. Seal the lips, 3 breaths in through the nose and out of the nose. Take your gaze towards your third eye, even with the eyelids closed. And then flutter the eyes open. And we're going to come all the way onto our backs. And taking any inversion of your choice. So if you want to take headstand or handstand, you're more than welcome to. Shoulder stand, happy baby, whatever you're feeling here. Anything with the feet above the heart. 5 to 8 breaths. If you took shoulder stand, maybe taking plow. Or ear pressure, or both. Whenever you're done with your 5th or 8th breath, countering it with a bridge or a will shape, your choice. Anything with the hips lifted, and you can always take a restorative variation by sliding block bolster pillow underneath the lower part of your back. Inhale, lift, whatever variation you took or take. Hoping you don't hear all my little pitter patters of my feet on the mic right now. It sounds like I'm doing a little dance, because I am. Then come back onto your back and taking some, guess what? Last little twist-a-licious, so some spinal twists here. Any variation, taking the knees to the right, hips go to the left. Since we did do figure 4, I recommend taking figure 4 legs, so right ankle over left thigh, and then dropping the knees to the right. Once again, if my instructions are confusing, take a little gander at me up here. I got you. And you can keep the neck neutral and chin neutral today. See if you can wiggle some more of your shoulder blades are evenly on the mat. And anywhere that feels comfortable, bring the arms, whether it's on the belly or in Sawato arms. Softening the gaze, steadying out the breath. Deep breath in. Stay for the exhale, feeling that stretch along the left hip flexor, maybe even into the lower back. And then we're going to come through center, knees go to the left, hips to the right. Same thing, I recommend taking figure 4 legs here with the left ankle crossed over the right thigh this time. If that's too much though, back out of it, take something else. You can always slide a block and rest the left knee on top of a block as well. And keep the gaze, chin, neck neutral. Same thing, wiggle some more of your shoulder blades are evenly on the mat. And feel that breath, feel your natural air conditioning system cooling yourself off. Isn't that so amazing? It's so amazing. Like, it just blows my mind that our systems do that naturally. I am definitely no AC person. I do not know how to fix that. My little system just does its thing. And then come all the way back onto your back. Give yourself a big hug. Take any last minute movements your body is craving or needing that allows for you to feel complete in your practice before setting up for your final resting shape. Maybe you put on some candles, turn on some soft music, get a blanket, cuddle your dog, cuddle your kid, cuddle your partner, cuddle your mom, I don't know, cuddle yourself. Deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Shavasana. As usual, this is where I leave you. I encourage you to stay here for as long as your schedule or your body or your want accommodates and allows. Minimum 5 minutes, maximum as long as you want. Thank you again for joining me here, and I'm so excited to be here with you all. If you have any requests, comments, questions, please reach out. It makes me so happy to communicate with you. And thank you so much. Namaste.